let me go ahead and read the daily reflections to you today. I'm going to try to start doing this every now and again. I'm going to read it real quick. You listen, and then I'm going to share my perspective on part of it or the whole thing, okay? Faith has to work 24 hours a day in and through us, or we perish. Man, those are some hard words right there. Page 16 in Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book. The essence of my spirituality. Spirituality, not my spiritual feelings or my knowledge of God or religious beliefs. No, spirituality, the essence of my spirituality and my sobriety, rests on a round-the-clock faith in a higher power. Spirituality and sobriety, it's action. The way I'm living, my current state. I need to remember and rely on the God of my understanding, not any religious aspect. Everybody sees the word God, they freak out rather than digging into this. I need to rely, which is more action. That's an action word. As I pursue all of my daily activities, rely on God as I pursue my daily activities. Day-to-day living. Activities, circumstances. How comforting for me is the concept that God works in and through people. More action. It's not just a knowledge. It's not just a belief. Action. As I pause in my day, do you pause in your day? Because I do, and it's amazing. You can start your day over at any time. As I pause in my day, do I recall specific concrete examples of God's presence? Where was God in that? Am I living a life of chaos and pain and misery and fear, just running from everything, trying to control everything, nothing's ever good enough? Or am I living a life of gratitude and thoughtfulness and kind and loving gestures and actions, right? Because if I'm living like that, I'm going to be living in a life of faith and love. Therefore, I'm going to be able to see clearly where God has been in my life. Am I amazed and uplifted by the number of times this power is evident? Do I have a heart full of gratitude and service? Because I will when I start to live my life with God in it, or with this perspective of God, or this practice of faith and trust. I don't have to know it. I just have to practice faith and trust, go through life with a new perspective, change my actions, and I will see the results. God started working in my life well before I believed in it. But I could see the results. I am overwhelmed with gratitude as action again for my God's presence in my life of recovery. Without this omnipotent force in my every activity, I would again fall into the depths of my disease and death. Dis-ease and death, right? So the practice of faith needs to be current and present in my day-to-day activities. I know a lady, she's like, I'm real religious. And I don't mean to gossip or nothing, but she's going through a hard time. And she's really mad and struggling, and she just wants it all to stop. She says, praying to God ain't going to change it tomorrow. It's still going to be there. Well, that's too bad. Because it's not God's fault that this happened to you. Right? A series of circumstances led up to it. Whatever that is, you got to change something within you. Learn something from it. Change behaviors. Take an inventory. See the truth about it. Be accountable. Quit blaming, right? So if I can learn to walk through my day-to-day activities with a little bit of faith and trust in God, this concept, right? The fact that, you know what, I've got a 100% success rate. I've made it through everything I've ever been through, right? If I could just know that no matter how hard it gets, no matter what's going on, I just know that it's going to be okay, and I'll find a way through this, and I can make it through this, and we can do this. That's practice of faith and trust rather than the fear. When I learn to practice that stuff, I am not fearful. I become less clouded. And I do that by seeing the truth about it. What do I need to accept, change, or eliminate? How do I need to see this differently? Who is my messenger? Sometimes, most of the time, others can see the truth before I do when I'm directly affected, right? It's like sometimes the person you love the most is the person you hurt the most. You don't mean to do it. I can't see it. I'm clouded sometimes. So in my day-to-day living, am I taking new actions? Am I practicing love and tolerance and patience? Am I focusing on the positive instead of the negative? What am I packing into the stream of life? Have I caused any harm? Do I need to make amends? Is there anything I could do differently? When I take this inventory on a regular basis, I am now consciously connected in here, and I can practice the faith and trust and be unaffected when life gets hard. Because if I am affected, I start to recoil and recluse. I start to become hidden and just clouded, and my vision's blurry, and all I can see is the pain and the fear and the anxiety and the guilt and the shame and the remorse, and it's your fault, and it's your fault, and it's the monkeys on my back, right? Which wolf am I going to feed, the positive one or the negative one? I never thought myself out of a bad situation. Never thought myself out of problems. I had to change my feet. Change them feet, the mind will follow, right? If this all sounds like gibberish to you, try to take it easy. Just as you're going through life, try and pause when you're noticing the resistance inside you. Pause. God, please help guide and direct my thinking. And move through it. Reap the rewards. God was present in my life way before I even was willing to say I believed in it. Gratefully and luckily, I only had to have a mustard seed of willingness. Just a mustard seed, little baby. Just a mustard seed of willingness to make progress in this beautiful life of sobriety. Today it's present and apparent that I've got God in me and through me and all around my whole life. And I live a life of nothing but faith. I'm not weighed down by fear at all. I have moments of turmoil sometimes, but not whole days. It's great, right? I even go to church. I don't believe in any kind of Jesus. I don't know if that's offensive or not. I don't diss it either. I don't not believe in it either. I don't need to identify it because I've had the results of practicing faith and trust that just, you know what, the world is going to be okay. No longer a victim of circumstances and no longer a victim. Therefore, I've been struck sober. Imagine that. I had no intention on quitting drinking. I've got I love beer tattooed across my back. Then 1 minute, boom. I quit thinking about drinking. Just magic. Haven't thought about it in 13 years. Whatever that power is, that's what runs my life today. And the more healthy and clear I keep my spirit, the more connected I am to that power, and the more I can see the beauty in it. And if you are new, just write gratitude lists on a daily basis every morning or every night before bed, and then read it in the morning. Make yourself do it 10 times a day, 10 gratitudes a day. Just make yourself do it, whether you like it or not. And it will become you, I promise. Get angry and frustrated, don't believe in God, but you're willing to go to the bathroom and say the Serenity Prayer real quick on a regular basis, whether you believe in it or not. It'll become part of you, I promise. You don't have to believe in it. You just practice these things, these principles, and you will get the results, I promise you. I love you even if I don't know you. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but you know what? It's from the heart. It's always going to be from the heart. Got any questions or comments, please comment below. Follow my TikTok, follow my YouTube. Please help support the cause. I also got a business page, Favorite Car Guy Sean on YouTube. Help follow that or subscribe to it. It is all from the heart, from my own shared lived experience as a full-time single dad that's lived in the trenches, and now I live in a heaven, just a beautiful life. Thank you so much for watching.